Nature has a way sometimes of reminding man of just how small he is. She occasionally throws up the terrible offsprings of our pride and carelessness to remind us of how puny we really are in the face of a tornado, an earthquake, or a Godzilla.
Or a Godzilla. You never know when the Godzilla might come into play. Hi everybody, welcome to Nick the Rat Radio. We're up to episode 400 and what is this? 440? Nick the Rat Radio. Welcome aboard. I hope you're gonna stay the whole evening. Maybe. Or not. It's up to you. Come or go. This is the show. Yo. Hey. All right, tonight on this episode of 440, on January, March, April, May. What is 6? June? What is this? June 5th? June 5th, everybody, of the 2024s. We got some wine tonight, I think. I got some bread and butter, pie knot, Grayiglo. I got some pie knot, Grayiglo, bread and butter. It's a 2022. Hey, what's going on, William? Wait, you don't hear anything? Is this not coming through? This should be coming through. Stop lying. There's people in the chat room that are just out there lying. I don't know how they could even do that. There's people in the internet telling lies and stuff. Never, no. Peenhole Gringo. I like that. There's apparently Twitch up their donation, their donos or whatever, like $1. So it's probably like instead of like $4 or $5, it's like $6. I don't even fucking know. Never gave them money personally, but the reason they're doing that is because I think they're blocking all the titty streamers. The ones that, just the streamers showing their boobs, trying to get people to go to their other websites. Their X Hamster site. Did you catch Adam telling John that? I caught Adam saying that to John, and I was like, wow. Adam is mentioning X Hamster. And to John C. Dvorak, of all people. I wonder if John even knew what that was. I don't think so. Adam's repenting. He's not a sinner anymore. But yeah, on Twitch, I think if you have like titties out or some shit, they like block your stuff. Actually, I have to log into Twitch right now anyway. So let's check out the Twitch Garbo site here. Let's see. If you go to search or browse, and then you go to like IRL or some shit probably, and then just chatting. May contain sexual themes, and they cover up the thing. I'm still seeing titty streamers though, like without blocking it, because there's still a lot of girls that are just very good looking, going around doing their thing, and maybe they're not promoting their breast as they suck on microphones, etc., but they still do it. They sneak through, but looking a little bit cleaner Twitch. So probably this whole Twitch thing is probably causing them to have to raise their money or something. So yeah, I don't even know why I'm talking about that. But if you'd like to go to twitch.tv, I'm Nick the Rat there. You could say hi. You could join the chat. This is live. This is live podcasting. The hell is that? Some non-American TV is very strange. See, American TV is very strange too. I'm watching 6 Japanese guys that are wearing thongs try to sit on one seat. They're playing. Anyway, let's turn that off. I'm very easily distracted. Wait, look. See, if you go to the chat, you could. Let's see. What is this? Laughing Exilum. There's a long thing here. I'm just gonna read it. I have no idea what it is. I should have pre-read it. Hello. Sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion of your channel. Viewers, followers, views, chat bots, TCs. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Flexibility and convenient order management panel, chat panel, everything for you to become the next big thing in podcasting. Or you could just do the value for value thing and just get even bots in there. Get bots giving you money, get people giving you money. Get people to give you money. That's the better way than scamming the system. I'd rather me make money off of nothing than give other people money to make it look like I'm making money or something. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. If I show my bobs, then I gotta blur out my channel on this thing. What is this? Not Bob's Furniture. See my knee. I got my knees out. Okay, everybody, let's get serious here. Sit up straight. You always got to do that slouch check. You always checking posture. Basically, living life, you turn into a robot. And sometimes pain and remembering posture is the only way to forget that you're not a robot. Hydration check. Thank you, Servo. Hydration check. What are we doing on tonight's show? We have, sorry to say, this is not good for sponsorship or for getting money from people, but world-ending news, everybody. The world is coming to an end. And I'm kind of excited for it. You know, I'm all here for the end of the world stuff because when the world unravels, you unravel with it. Everything stops together. It's kind of like it's unifying. The end is a way for us to all become one again, you know, and then probably the cycle will begin again somewhere else, perhaps, maybe. I don't really know how it works. I've only done this twice before. You may be wondering what I'm talking about. Well, you'll have to stick around for more of the show. It's the art of the tease. Waythorn, if you want some advice about why you're dry after urinating, just next time you urinate, do it in a cup. Cycle comes back. It's a cycle, baby. Everything's a cycle. Foo, I am genetically modified by ooze, booze, and bud. All right, let's take a quick musical break, a little musical interlude, because on this show we like to listen to music, and music is something that makes us come together. Yeah. I think I'm a goyim. I don't think I'm I don't think I have any Jewish in me. I am mostly Mayo. Okay, Mayo's in there too. Okay, look here, guys. We're just gonna listen to some music. We'll be right back with this is "Falling Dust" by Broken Heart, Falling Dust. Go check them out on SoundCloud. Don't be a fool. Be cool. Go there and have fun. Welcome back, everybody, to Nick the Rat Radio, where we're discussing the end of the world, how it's going to happen. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to tell you more than that. As soon as I open up my notes, I should have some notes over here. I don't have. Where am I? Hold on. Let me find my notes. Okay, reason number one: the world is going to end. So I was trying to buy some. I wanted to get a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toy. Okay, so I wanted Splinter. I wanted Splinter. I wanted to buy a Splinter toy. So I was like, hey, how could I get this Splinter toy? Let me go to the internet. So I go to the internet, and who makes the toys? Playmates are the current owner of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle franchise in for the toys. So what do? I go to the internet. I want to buy the Splinter. Okay, I'll type in, go to playmates.com because it's Playmates is the toy company. Go to playmates.com brings me to. It brought me to Playboy. Brought me to playboy.com. I was looking for a children's toy for some memorabilia I could hang up in the sewer. And lo and behold, what do I get? titties and shit. So, it's gotta be, well, I know it's playmatestoys.com. I just didn't go to, I went to the wrong, I thought it was Playmates. I didn't know toys would have to be part of it. Splintermyass.com? Really? Is that a website? All right, this is a really dumb thing I'm doing right now. Splintermyass.com. The site can't be reached. Check if there's a typo. There might be a typo. Luckily, I can't go there. You guys are freaks. A bunch of you guys out there are freaks. If you want to give me a call, you freaks. Let's see. Is there a phone line here? I think there's a phone line. 917-719-5923. The phone line is wide open. Give me a call. We could talk about anything, or we could talk about the end of the world. Fuck.
Hey, Nick. This is, oh, shit. Damn it. I was trying to be anonymous because the subject of my call.
I think I played this last week.
Yeah,
I played that last week. That's an old ass voicemail. Not here on Nick the Rat Radio. Nuh-uh. What's up, Servo? I'm gonna. Yeah, I guess there's no. Wow, there's 0 voicemails this week. This is new. All right, well, if you wanna give a call, I'm scared. Servo just left with this is when that's like the final message you see, that just like what this is what is the what is going on here? Oh, you were mimicking. Okay, I see. You were trying to be the guy in the phone. Okay, here we go, everybody. Bird flu. Bird flu is here. It's confirmed. It's on NBC News. Some dude died. I think he's on the phone with us right now. Let's go to a live from hello caller. Have you recently died of bird flu?
Hey, Nick. Nick the Rat?
Hay is for horses.
Horses have huge cocks.
Is hay for anything else? I don't know why hay
Are you
is specifically for
eat
horses.
hay?
Don't cows eat hay too? Isn't hay for cows also?
Don't look at cows' cocks. I think that's an udder you're thinking of.
Do people eat cow cock? No, it'd be bull cock. Cows don't have cocks.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Do oysters have cock?
I guess you could call a summer sausage bull member.
Are there gay insects?
Are there gay rodents is a better question.
Do sea creatures do fish masturbate?
Yes, dolphin.
Dolphin's not a fish, it's a mammal. You loser.
Do fish have the equipment to masturbate is a better question. Sharks, yes. Salmon, no. Hey, Nick.
Do you think Selma Hayek would be a good fish? And what's up, caller?
I could think of better fish actors, species, actresses. Anyway, yeah. So speaking of the activity, you were asking if fish are reptiles, yeah?
Fish
cold-blooded, lay eggs.
Are not reptiles, no. I'm retarded, but I know that fish are not reptiles.
Oh, are you sure of that?
No, I might not be
Hey,
retarded.
Siri, is Nick the Rat? Oh, I'm not going to say that. Never mind. Hey, Google. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Fuck it. Hey,
Google.
Nick, the what?
Google.
Google it. Oh,
Google.
Alexa. Alexa, turn off the lights in the sewer.
No, I have
So,
I have all my lights hooked up to a guest network. You can't hack me that well. Thank you.
you're bumming off the Ninja Turtles method, yeah?
You know it, baby. I'm hooked up to the deli's Wi-Fi above me.
Every time, so I'm at this gas station. I fill up. They have cheap gas and some beer. I kind of like. Best price, haha. Anyway, and I'm walking on the outside, and I just see this extension cord plugged into the wall, and it goes up and onto the roof. I mean, I can't see where it ends because it just goes straight vertical from the outlet on the side of the wall as I'm walking in to grab a case of beer.
Are you talking about
as
Roof Ninja?
My truck's filling up. Are you interrupting me?
Are you Yeah, I'm interrupting you. Are you talking about Roof Ninja?
I don't know yet.
Okay, go on.
So I'm walking past this extension cord, and I look around. No one's particularly looking at me, so I'm a shit kicker. I just bend over and unplug the cord, walk on in, buy my beer, and ask the clerk. I say, "Hey, what's that extension cord go to?" And she looks at me, "What extension cord?" I'm like, we'll find out. So if I ever see an extension cord going down into the sewer, I will not unplug it out of respect for Splinter.
Good.
And Nick the Rat.
Good.
But I just wanted to let you know, if you see stuff, random stuff like that, I don't care if you're at Walmart or wherever, just give it a quick unplug. It's fun to find out, It's easier to ask forgiveness than permission.
Caller, do you have you sound in like what they call the intelligente. Do you have
Intelligentsia?
Yeah, do you have any stock tips for us?
Yes. What goes up must come down. Everything's kind of high right now. And indexes,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really. Pardon?
I said yeah. Yeah,
I mean, that's not financial advice, of course, but perhaps it will help you if you're doing some self-directing or have, that crazy mad scientist, sewer scientist money to spend and invest.
Well, yeah. So in indices? Like or index cards?
Yeah, like the salt and pepper 500 is not a NASCAR race. So the salt SNP pepper P whatever 500 is like a bunch of big evil corporations that make a lot of money and they drive the markets, eh? So you can invest in all 500 of them by purchasing shares of the index rather than tracking down individual companies and trying to invest. And the top 500 get in there, so you don't have to worry about, a dog ruining your day. Hey, Nick, question.
Does it really mean salt and pepper?
No, it means like
I can't find it.
Sex and porn or something.
Shit and piss?
I prefer sex and porn, but you can shit and piss all you want in the sewer, Nick.
What does S&P stand for?
Standard & Poor's.
There's
You could have asked. You didn't have to type it out. Anyway,
stands for
so Nick.
Standard and Poor's.
Poor's like poor homeless
Poor's
people,
Light.
or pores like the dilating pores in your forearm because you're so vascular and you took too much
Okay, wait, caller.
men's supplement.
You think you're so smart because you are the intelligentsia? What does
But I have
pores
another
mean?
question.
What is pores?
Yes, exactly. That's what I just asked. So, Nick, are you going to invest in the, what is it? The
Pores
the
Publishing.
stock market south?
And they merged
If
it
Texas
with the
opens the
standard
stock market,
statistics.
you know, the stock exchange in Texas, because the New York Stock Exchange is kind of floundering, and everyone's getting out of New York. Are you going to go south? Are you going to invest in the stock market exchange, whatever, south, if Texas wants to start one? I've only heard of this. Google it.
They were
Hey, Google.
financial data publications in 1941. Henry Vacuum Poor. He had a publication on railroad prices.
You're still stuck on that?
Well, it's filled with cum and money.
Are you jacking off with super glue again?
That would be a nightmare.
So Nick, let me tell you, as we talk about this, it's better to cum a shit ton than to have to shit a ton of cum.
I think I'd rather cum a shit ton. No, I don't know if I'd like to cum a shit ton, because that would be.
It's an expression.
That would be like a ton of shit. I'd rather have a ton of cum than a ton of shit.
And have to shit it?
Well, yeah.
So you'd have to shit a ton of cum? Wow, what have you been doing, Nick?
Well, if you're cumming shit,
that super glue is attractive.
Your pecker hole is a lot smaller than your asshole. You could cum more shit than you could shit cum. You could shit more cum than you could cum shit.
I think we're confused. Hey, Nick, speaking of investing,
I think.
Are you looking for some hot tips and ideas?
Yeah, I love hot tips.
So I'm wearing a watch, a smart watch. Are you familiar with those?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's by I'm not gonna name brands, but it's an Asian company and it rhymes with Hung. It starts with Sam. So anyway, if my buddy Sam is wrapped around my wrist all night and monitoring my sleep and, tells me, hey, you slept really good, that was great, or whatever, and he tracks my steps and tells me my pulse and all the other bullshit that these bionic devices can do for us now.
Yeah.
Health tracker, smart watch, whatever. So, I can, do the hey Google, or I've named mine shithead. I say, you shithead? And it turns on and says, what can I do for you, master? Anyway, but yeah, so now that gave me an idea. I was like, well, having medical devices that people can wear in a medical environment to, test the firmness or the number of erections in an evening, you just wrap a band around the cock, your cock, and you sleep, and it can monitor it in a medical testing environment. So I was thinking, I was like, hey, what if every person, I'm getting feedback. Hello?
That was so weird. Were you just possessed by a demon?
What?
Who?
Exactly. So I was like, what if I invented a belt you could sleep with? You're wearing your belt and nothing else or whatever, and it has a little dongle that hangs down and wraps around your junk.
I got a new belt recently. It's called the grip sticks or some shit.
I'm wearing a new belt, Nick,
What
that I
kind of
just designed, and then it hugs around my cock, and I'm wearing nothing else but a smart belt and a smart watch
what kind
as
of
I
belt do you
stare at
wear?
myself
Are
in
you
the
wearing it
mirror
right
and talk
now?
to Nick the Rat.
Are you wearing it right now?
I'm wearing it right now. I'm
Is
testing
it
it, actually.
what is it? What material is it made out of? Is it canvas
The
or
scent of the
leather?
sewers makes it very firm.
Is it canvas? Is it leather? What is it the material?
Nylon.
Nylon. Okay.
Nylon webbing. So I feel like a commando
Yeah,
as I stand here commando. And like I said, the little dongle, whatever, is chilling out and dangling down. And then the sensors are wrapped around and it's wired into the little, the little headset down there. It's not fully fleshed out and not fully developed, but as far as the wireless charging capabilities, etc. But I mean, isn't this a great idea, Nick? You could wear it all day long too, and you could be like, "Man, I really love the peanut butter aisle at the grocery store," and you've got a rocket in your pocket all of a sudden, and you're like, "Wow, I need to hang out at the peanut butter aisle at the grocery store more often."
Imagine his
And
name
then
was
the announcement comes.
Jonathan Flesher.
A
John
what?
Flesher instead of Fletcher. If his name was I have this grip belt. It's just like it's really slim. It's pretty good. I kind of like it. I didn't think it was gonna work really well. It was like $30 though, which is a little bit steep for a piece of metal.
Clean up in the peanut butter aisle. Clean up in the peanut butter aisle.
What's your favorite peanut butter? Do you like chunky, smooth?
Absolutely. Chunky is the way to go. You got to have something to, crunch and chew on.
Not a big fan
Otherwise,
of the
it's like
chunky.
you're having a load in your mouth.
How about like you ever have like natural peanut butter and how that shit just like separates into like peanut piss and sand?
If you stir your peanut butter and then refrigerate it, it seriously delays the separation.
I don't like when my peanut butter separates. I don't
If
like
you
emulsion and
read
shit
the
either. I
ingredients,
don't.
a lot of this so-called natural peanut butter has actually had the peanut oil extracted because that shit's expensive, and they replace it with palm oil, so separation is going to occur.
Wait a second. Are you
It's
trying
not
to
a
say
homogeneous,
they all
natural,
swap?
actually product.
They're doing some all
Actually
swapping?
natural.
They swap their
What's
all
that?
out?
I mean, kind of like changing the oil in your sewer, yeah.
Wow. Can they make
That
peanut
shit's in
butter
everything,
with other
actually.
oil? Can you make like coconut oil, peanut oil butter? Coconut oil. Like I've never seen peanut and
Possibly, but
oil,
it'd be
coconut
rock hard
oil.
if it was. I'm sorry, it's raining outside my sewer, and it's hard to catch that. What
Oh,
was
that's
that?
beautiful. I like the rain. I like to listen to the rain. I like to open my
I
window a
like
little bit
standing here in a belt.
and just having the rain just pitter patter on pitter pitter
On the sewer grates.
pitter and pattering of the sewer. Yeah.
I mean, the pitter patter of the rain on the sewer grates, and then you get the deluge of water pouring down the curb and into the splash grates, etc. And then you realize the sewer grates are great, and they're totally letting all that water in. So you're actually getting the first clean bath or shower you've had in months, instead of just shit and piss splatter that falls out the flushing vents, pipes, whatever you call them. Anyway, so what I was saying, Nick, are you interested in purchasing this product? I need to discuss this with some of the sewer scientists
So it's like a belt
and see what
that
potential we have.
like a belt that does stuff. No, I don't
It's
think
like a
like it was
belt
like a
with a
utility
dongle
belt.
on the front and a buckle.
Is it like a utility belt?
I mean, it's multi-utility. Yeah, you got a smartwatch that has all these apps and stuff. I'm thinking you could have a vibrator around that sensor, just to get your work on, and on the back of the belt. I mean, who's to say? Who's to judge?
Wait a
You could
second.
have a
Wait.
butt plug.
Caller, hold
I
on
mean,
one sec.
Hindu could have a butt plug.
Caller, shut up. Shut up, caller. Shut up.
Tell me to shut up.
I'm telling you to shut up. We're gonna make this even better.
Oh,
Instead of
please?
a belt, it's gonna be a collar.
And?
Well, to take your vitalities, because your throat has all those vitalities going through the veins, the brondo, and it's going to be right on there. It's going to be a collar that you strap around your throat, instead of the belt around your waist and your cock.
I'm visualizing the meme of
women
that,
don't have cocks.
young teen.
We want
young man,
everybody.
whatever.
We want children and women. So let's go cock free and go for the throat.
But you could attach butt plugs, or you could attach dongles and insertables vibrating for other sexes.
I don't know. We have to think about this. This is a good idea, though.
And a little Velcro clit monitor.
This is not a horrible idea.
I mean, I guess they probably wouldn't appreciate the Velcro rough hook and loop, so probably never mind that. It's a work in progress.
Caller, can you
yes, caller?
Email me and become an emailer?
The pictures I'm wearing it now?
No, well, I don't want to see the well, I guess if you're wearing the product, I do want to see the product. If you could email me specs, diagrams, your signature. Also put your signature in there. Any information that you have on yourself, just put it into an email.
I've got my leg up on the commode like Captain Morgan, as I proudly wear it and stare at the double vanity mirror, and I'll take a picture using my smartwatch.
If you could just do that for me, caller.
You have to promise me it won't find its way onto your website again.
No promises are ever made on Nick the Rat Radio. Thank you so much for the call, and just send me all your ideas. I'll steal them, and we'll repackage them for a modern day audience. For, newcomers, for people that aren't familiar with your product, we're going to advertise it to them instead of the people that are familiar with what they want. We're going to ignore them completely and make fun of them. We want them to cry. We want the people that don't know what this is to want it. It's a coin flip. STBB 900. Bigfoot Beats.
I was thinking of making a bet.
What's the most you ever lost on a coin toss?
Sir?
The most you ever lost on a coin toss?
I don't know. I couldn't say.
One step closer and you'll regret it.
Call it. Call it. You already asked me that.
Hey, and if you're lucky, man, it just plays. Bench as I raise and squeeze it one last time.
Well, sir, I just shot myself. Committed suicide right in front of him, and if you ever seen a surprised bunch of...
Friendo.
Is something wrong? Y'all getting any rain up here, one?
God's sake, are we crazy? guess a fast tune should be followed by a slow tune. That's usually the continuity of things. So we'll do that with another one of our records here.
She's passing the time. You already asked me that.
Well, how about that? I won. Ben is outrageous. One last time. No, St. Peter, you spin it first and then raise it. You spin it first and then raise it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio, where we're having a good night. I have a lot more information to go through tonight. Trust me, this is going to be one of the best episodes you've ever heard of Nick the Rat Radio. You're like, wow, Nick did research. Nick did actual work for this show. Yes. And I'm gonna be doing research on the show. Before I do, I'm gonna do the donation segment now. But before I get to the donation segment, I'm gonna do a little. While I'm doing the donation segment, I'm gonna try this recreational marijuana called Dank. This is Randy Marsh strain hybrid, grown indoor, total THC 33%. There's about 1,155 milligrams of THC per package, supposedly, which is good to know because I could put this into oil. I have a Levo, but there's no THCA in this. Take note. This has cannabis flower. While I do donations, I'm just gonna start to pack it up into my little poo-riser. Let me just empty this because there's a little. We're gonna do a quick test of what this marijuana right here is about, because later in the show we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about hemp. We're gonna I did a little bit more research. I think I know what's going on. I think I figured it out. I really didn't though, but I think I did. I'm closer to being unaware. But we're gonna see if was it the recreational legal marijuana is any good. Let's rip it open. This was about a like $40 for an eighth. Ow. Can't. Oh, so much packaging. Like it could just be in a little tiny baggie. It doesn't have to be in fucking nylon zip. Smells nice. There's the zip product. La la la. I'm just gonna put some meth in it. Oscar says, "Oh, it's dry. It's very dry." Break it up a little bit here. Put in this little vaporizer. Molly. All right. If you're gonna vaporize it. Oh, it's midnight in the sewer, everybody. It is now Thursday, June 6th, 2024. If this is not bad, I will probably buy more and put it into some coconut oil because I like to put it into coffee. I like the best part of waking up is getting stoned, drinking a cup. Okay, that should be enough right there. Put that down. Okay, here we go. Nick's quest for Splinter. Oh, let's hear this song here. Risky click, but hey, why not?
In search of Splinter, toy of fame, a spark of light in this endless game. He punched in playmates, his hope was high, but tangled web led to the wrong sky. Yeah, he pressed on through muck and mire, his little heart full of warriors fire. In the depths of Brooklyn's face, Nick the Rat with a mission clear as day, searching for a hero in the shadows of decay. Splinter's toy, a symbol in the grave. Through the underground, he's racing against time. In these mazes, he's the light in dark reality. He won't let confusion get in his way. For in these tunnels, he's got dreams to relay. Just a rat, but with a hero's heart. Through the filth and the muck, he'll tear it apart. Nick the Rat, rising from despair, from the sewer's deepest lair. Clutching dreams, his path was never clear. Through the grime and the garbage, he'd disappear. Locked beneath the streets, but hope in his eyes. He's got a mission that'll cut through all the lies. He'd heard the legends, heroes in the shell. With Splinter's spirit, he'd fight this urban hell. Underneath the city where dreams often drown, Nick the Rat with his goal in town. Tales of turtles echo through the grime. Splinter's wisdom guiding all the time. Pipes and shadows, they can't block his way. He'll find that toy come the brink of day.
Wow. Wowie wow wow. So the weed was dry, smelled okay. If I probably had to break it up more. But yeah, it's hitting a little bit. You know, it's not the worst thing that I bought for that price. It's not as good as my black market hookup that I used to go to, but I haven't seen in a long time because But anyway, let us proceed. Proceed. There's a P.O. box. Also, this Dynatech, this thing is great for the Dynavap. The review for the Dynatech one, it's really cool. You just push it down, and then it activates when you push it down. And then it's good to go. And then they put this little magnet here. Whoop. And it just it holds it. It holds it right there, right on the magnet. Ah, doesn't hold it very well. Whatever. All right. Ooh. Underdog vapes. What is this here, Servo? What is this risky click? Let's see. Because you never know if you're gonna click a link like that and see like a homeless guy under a dog vaping or something. Well, that's cool. Oh, those are pretty. Oh, look at that. Those are weird. Those look like I don't know if what I'm looking at is what you have, but it's like a wooden what are those fake vaginas called? It's like one of those a Dutch fake vagina, not a Dutch or an Amish fake vagina. Yeah, an Amish pocket pussy. Is that an Amish pocket pussy? All right, let's open this. There's a P.O. Box 90549, Brooklyn, New York 11209. Brooklyn, New York 90549 is the P.O. Box. Nick, negative interest. Sir Dr. McRoch, fractional shares of sewer stock. 0 and 69 cents. 69-cent check. Okay, I'm pretty high from that. Actually, now I'm sitting here. I'm looking at a 69-cent check, and I'm like, whoa, cool. There's also a you go to nicktherat.com, click on donate. There's donation things there to donate. You click and you could give me whatever you want. You know, this is the value for value method. I'm supposed to make a newsletter. I'm supposed to send out newsletters. Can we get a scientist doing that? You over there. Your name is Joe? Joe Scientist. Make a newsletter. Send it out to people. Make an email list. Oh, this is going to be a big thing here, okay? You want to donate now for the information you're about to get. I do have big stuff to talk about. Big, scary stuff. I didn't even get to really anything yet. The show didn't even start. I think. Okay, either way, let's look at see if anybody has donated this week at nicktherat.com. It looks like the email service is down. Usually we get $1 million a week. Also, there's Satoshis, which if you have podcasting 2.0, you know, hey, sometimes value for value, you get 69 cents. This show is worth about 69 cents to me. So cheers to all the people that have donated this week. Wait, hold on 1 second. There's a hype train or something going on. There's some weird shit happening in Twitch. There's also a Twitch chat. Ducky on resubbed with their Prime. They've been subbed for 56 months. That happened 1 hour ago. God bless Jeff Bezos and big old biddies. Duo Denim. Sir Servo. Resub with their Prime. They've been subbed for 7 months, 58 minutes ago. Thanks so much. There was a hype train. Oh my God. My ass is hurting. It has been pumped full of Amish cum. A hype train has just started 58 minutes ago. How the hell? What the hell is this? My hype train completes at level 1. Who did the hype train? What is a hype train? Is there a vibe train? That'd be cool. Let's get on the vibe train, everybody. Thank you to everybody that has donated. You guys are great. This show wouldn't be possible without you. Actually, that's a lie. We could definitely make the show without you because we have giant mega corporate sponsorships. And we're about to play some advertisements because, ha ha ha, that's how I make the money here. You think that it's the value for value? No, sirree, Bob. Become evil, make money, suck corporate dick. Because corporate dick is the best dick in all worlds of this universe. That's what I'm supposed to say for Mr. Corporate. And now we're going to listen to some advertisements. We'll be right back with more Nick the Rat.
They said it's an antique. Massengill just came out with a brand new cleansing design.
So?
I used it after my period.
That's the test.
And? You feel a lot fresher.
New Massengill. Because it's your body. That's why.
Gentlemen, we're in 3000 BC.
To reach this lost civilization, science had followed a trail through burning desert sands, through the roaring avalanches of Mount Huitara, and finally, deep into the bowels of the earth. Not even history had recorded the existence of this unknown empire of darkness.
There is no world beyond ours.
If I ever get out of here, into my world,
The world of light and flowers.
would you come with me?
Never before had outsiders beheld such sights. The sacred ritual of the sun death, the blazing sacrificial chambers, the court of the all-powerful high priest of Ishtar.
You will die in the fire of Ishtar.
The blood-lusting mole people storming from their subterranean caverns.
Wow, welcome back, everybody. That was Traveling Piper with He Dances on the Lake. Do he now? Because that's what he say he is, a lake dancing didgeridoo. I had something to say, and then I forgot because I got high. Hi.
Hi. Hello from Spearfish. It's me, Stillwater. How you doing, Nick the Rat?
Hey, everybody. Guess who it is?
It's not Bob Hope.
It's, how are you? How art thou tonight?
Oh, well, I'm on the mend. We had a fuck ton of pollen in the area here in Spearfish.
You just reminded me. Hold on. You just reminded me. Remember, you didn't. If you weren't listening, my head went empty, and it was because the tree jizz. My whole entire system is filled with tree jizz, and you don't notice it until you do small movements. You could move your head to the left a little bit, and it might drain the tree's jism through your skull just a little bit, and then you'll be like, oh, you just have like little movements could clear you up.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, it's rough. Yeah.
These trees are trying to kill us.
And it's funny that you put it that way because like I can like play a video game or read a book for hours and I'll be fine. And as soon as I stand up or to do anything, I'll start hawking up phlegm like crazy.
A small movement dislodges it, and then you realize how shitty you were feeling, but you didn't even know it until it's gone. And then you're like, wow, this is life. Life is good.
Oof. Well, and it was so bad out here. Like 3 or 4 mornings ago, I can't remember the exact date. I got up early in the morning and I looked outside and looking at Crow Peak, there was a huge cloudy, hazy, it was a yellowish, slightly greenish, but mostly yellowish haze covering the whole thing. And then I felt a breeze, and it was kind of like a Godzilla movie where it was like, oh no, it's coming right for us. And oh my God, there's even people that don't normally have seasonal allergies that were fucked up by this kind of thing.
Yeah, man, I think the trees are trying to kill us. Or maybe there's something in the trees. Something's happening.
Well, they're way too horny. Maybe they just need Jesus. Well, I don't know. But yeah, it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. Yeah, I like the last 2 or 3 weeks have literally been the most sick I've ever been since my childhood.
Were you a really sick kid?
I wasn't a super sick kid, but it would be like every now and again I'd get sick as a dog, you know. Because, you know, kids are just filled with germs and shit, you know?
Why did dogs get so much free advertisements? They get so many free advertisements, these dogs. Sick as a dog, my dog's hurt, like dead as a dog nail. There's a whole bunch of dog propaganda out there, and I don't know who's paying for this stuff.
No, Nick, you don't understand this because you are, of course,
dog?
a rat, and you gotta understand, dogs are man's best friend.
That's
Except
because
for
man made
in this
wolves
case,
their bitch. That's why they're called bitches.
You, Nick the rat, are
man-
my best friend instead of the actual dogs.
How did man, like, I understand evolution and I know dogs came from wolves, but how did man stay around wolves and find like stupid wolves to breed? That there's some weird.
So I've been doing some researching over on the interblags and things like that, and as far as I can tell, based off of history and movies, is so that the plot can happen.
Speak of the Deutsch?
No, just the plot, the story, so that can happen.
Oh, yeah, the plot? What, who?
Yeah, just get all the way off my back about that.
Okay. I could, yeah.
Yeah, just step off of that thing there real quick, and then we're good to go.
So what have you been consuming lately?
Spaghetti.
Do you like your spaghetti al dente?
You know it.
What's your favorite? How do you like your spaghetti? How do you? What's a spaghetti to you?
Okay, so you boil up the water, and you get everything loosey goosey, and then
Do you
as
put salt
soon
in the water?
as
Do you
you
put
can
oil in the water?
grab one of the noodles and toss it up against the surface, and it sticks, that's when you're good to go. And then you strain it out. You can either shock it, which makes it better for reheating purposes, or you can let it keep cooking it on itself.
Spagoots. You really throw it at the fucking wall?
I didn't come here for
animal.
cooking advice.
Well, what'd you come here for?
I can't remember, to be perfectly frank. And
I thought you were Stillwater.
my name isn't even Frank.
You're a horrible Frank.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's why I like talking with you, because you kind of get it.
Is Franklin a popular name?
I don't know. It was a hilarious character on Arrested Development.
In my entire life, I don't think I've ever met a Frank. I've only seen.
Really?
I think Frank's. It's a fake name. I think it's a Franken name. It's a fake name. It's not real.
A Franken name, like
It's
a
not-
Frankenstein, but with names.
Yeah, I think it's a name that exists in literature, but not in the real world. Like there's not one Franklin in existence.
Ah, it's one of them old-timey names that doesn't really have any standing anymore.
Like Gertrude. Like when's the last time you met a Gertrude?
Or like, who's gonna name their daughter GLaDOS? Or Gladys? Okay,
Yeah, like when's the last time you
maybe after the Portal villain, but not an actual Gladys or a Gertrude. Have you met a Gertrude under 20?
Fake names. These are just put into reality to make sure you don't choose them. Don't name your
Yeah.
kid Gertrude because
Here's
you don't know
another
anybody
one.
named it.
If you have a son, don't name him Gunther.
Gunther. Well, there might be Gunthers. I think I've probably know a Gunther or two on.
Well, maybe in Scandinavia.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
50 years ago. But I think even over there, like that name has fallen out of favor.
Really? I don't know. Maybe it is.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, if I can be proven wrong, then I can show point at someone who is willing to waste way more time than I am.
Wait, when a girl's name is Frankie, that's not for Frankenstein, right?
No, a girl should never be named Frankie. That's preposterous.
A female Frankie.
You should never name
femme Frank.
any of your kids a name that could be either a guy or a girl, unless you really want them to be a tranny or whatever.
I remember when I was a kid, and my friend's father's name was Jamie, and I think
I didn't
I
mean to
was
laugh.
being
That
an
was
asshole
rude
about it.
of
I was
me.
like,
I apologize.
isn't that a girl's name? I was a tart as a child. Actually, memories suck. Do you ever have you ever just think about you and what you've done in your life? Because I probably actually did what I just said, and I'm a horrible person.
Oh, I have a lot of false memories too. You know, like when I got the fever real bad from the pollen, I had a fever pitch dream where I had a wife. Her name was Amy, and we had 2 kids. It was Dorothy Joyce. That was the older daughter, and the younger son was Kenneth John. And we used to teach Dorothy how to cook and clean and everything like that. And then I used to teach Kenneth how to use martial arts. I used to push him pretty hard, and he was only 7 at the time, and it was like, Papa, why do you push me so hard? And I said, it's because one day I'm not going to be here anymore. And then I woke up and then realized that I don't have a wife and kids. It's just me. And it left a weird hole in my heart.
Yeah, dreams could do that. Dreams could really fuck you up.
Yeah, well, and I say that is why
You'll never
the good
forget
Lord,
that dream either.
Jesus Crazy, gave us alcohol.
Perhaps.
Because it helps.
Wait, how? Wait, you're saying that somebody gave us rotten bacteria farts?
Wait, what?
What you said?
No.
Alcohol?
I said alcohol.
Isn't that farts from bacteria? Yeast?
No. I mean like
alcohol,
like vodka or
that's still isn't that still farts? Isn't that still yeast? Isn't there some sort of rotting, festering fart?
Well,
flatulation?
I don't know about that, but all I know is
it's poison, isn't it? So you're saying that feelings are poison?
Drink any of the booze that you make, if that's how you think it's going down. But
imagine you go to a French bar and they fart in the cup, like they make sure there's like an ass seal, and like it really encapsulates the the fecal cloud. Fresh.
Whoa, did you just fart into the
Fart.
microphone?
Do you like that one?
That was a good one. Oh, I think you just made podcasting history right there.
That was like a very cavernous anus.
The word cavernous is the part. Okay. That amount of grossness is exactly why I called in to help me forget about my non-existent children and life.
Did you ever have a dream about a person and it totally changes how you feel about that person?
Like an already existing person.
Yeah. Like it's the most it's the most retarded thing. It's like, oh, my coworker that is I don't like that person. And then I had a dream and oh my God, that person is the most amazing person ever. They were an astronaut and they saved the planet and then they flew away and now that's how you see them now. It's stupid. Your opinion on a person could be totally changed by dream.
But I once had a dream where I met Lady Gaga, and I was like, oh, she's quite a bit shorter than I thought she'd be.
Oh, but that happens. But have you ever had a dream about a person that you know, but don't really, not like a friend or a family member, like an acquaintance? Have you ever had a dream about like a third party person?
That's a good one.
It'll totally.
That is a ticklish question. You should tuck that one away for the next time you interview someone. Like if you ever get to interview a guy, or a guy or a gal or whatever, next time around, you should tuck that question away because that's a good one.
A gargoyle.
Oh yeah, I remember gargoyles. That was the Disney Channel's response to Batman the Animated Series.
There's a good response I've heard. I've never watched Gargoyles, and you've told me about this. Yeah, I know it's a great show. I know it's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I used to watch it as a kid. I never went back to it. I can't really remember exactly what it was about. All I can remember is at night the gargoyles could break out of their stone shells and then go fight crime for some reason. I don't know why they had that incentive. But
Caller, what have you been taken in at take? Do you want to talk about pop culture? Pop culture. Pop culture.
We can talk about pop rocks.
So, what have you been watching, listening to, reading lately?
Okay. So lately, aside from my fever pitch dreams where I'm having entirely alternative lives, I've been revisiting a little bit of Rick and Morty. I've read some Firefly comic books, and I've been revisiting some of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the Eastman and Laird era.
Turtles are good.
And that would, yeah, Yeah, and that was like from the 1984 to the 1987 or 88 kind of era. But yeah,
Did you hear you? I don't. You don't ever listen to the show, so you don't know. I was just talking about Splinter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. Did you?
oh, dude, that song that you played earlier was fucking awesome. You need to make that readily available because
It's yours. There you go.
holy cow, I want to show that. I want to show that song to everyone I can.
Just point them to episode 490, whatever the fuck this is.
No, it was the one that you just played.
Well, no, I know it's a link somewhere. It's not mine. Somebody sent it to me. Somebody made that.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
All right. Well, someone be sure to repost that somewhere where it's easily playable because
Here, I'll
I
post it
want
on
to show that song to
X
everyone
right
I
now.
can.
It's going to X right now.
Also, I've been damn near comatose for like the last 3 weeks, so that's why I haven't heard the
because
show for a
tree
while.
jizz? Oh yeah, the tree jizz will bring you down, down, bring you down.
Oh, you have no idea.
I
Oh
do
my
have an
God.
idea. It's
The
killing
tree
everybody.
jizz almost fucking killed me this week.
Do you know what's weird?
And
The
last
news
week.
is not talking about it. Why aren't they linking tree jizz to climate change? It should be climax change.
I have no idea.
Vegetable climax.
In a strange sense, it's like, well, okay, I hate the pollen. It's definitely fucking me up, making me crazy sick. But at the same time, humanity has been shitting all over Mother Nature, and so part of me is like, nice rebuttal.
I know
Well
bukkake
played.
parties is how life started. I don't think the first people that ever had sex didn't do it for sexual reasons. It was just probably just like, oh, I was coming, going everywhere, and then fell into a hole, and bam, life.
And then bam, life.
Well, yeah, that's how trees do it, right? They just shoot it out, flowers, trees. Like, do you think there were flowers before there were bees, right? There must have been flowers before bees, but pre-bee there were flowers.
Okay. I
Probably.
can see where it's coming from here.
So,
But I
there's
think
just
it's something different.
it's kind of like just
I think
jizzing
that
in
it
the air.
was
I think
the
that life is just jizzing in air, and it sometimes goes on. All right, what do you think? What do you think?
I think it was the pharmaceuticals that have been fucking up people and making them not conducive to living amongst nature anymore. And I think they did that on purpose.
What do you think about consuming petroleum?
I think that almost all of us have been, but not on purpose.
Red 40.
Yeah, Red 40. I don't know what that is.
It's petroleum. It's food dye.
Ah, yeah. So then we have been consuming that, but not necessarily on purpose.
What do you? Well, yeah, they make it. It's red. They do it on purpose.
Oh no, they do. We don't.
What do you mean we don't? We
See
know
what I'm
what
saying
Red
there?
40 is. We drink it. We're like, oh, it's petrol. Red 40 is petroleum. We'll drink it. They don't tell us that Red 40 is petroleum. They don't say petroleum in the ingredients. They say red no 40. So they don't say petroleum.
Yeah, I know.
Why don't they tell
It's
you
like,
what the dye is made out of? That's really like
Yellow
hacking the
5 is another one of those
Yeah.
weird chemicals that you shouldn't drink.
Have you ever? Well, I live
But
in.
I still drink Mellow Yellow. I can't help it.
Well, it's
I'm
they'll sell it to
horribly
you.
addicted.
So then, why are you You're drinking petroleum. You're knowingly drinking petroleum.
Okay, you got me there. All right, you caught me.
There's a New York Post article. It said soda company recalls multiple drinks sold in restaurants across U.S. that contain dye linked to cancer.
Mm-hmm.
That title of that article is very sensational. The company Charles Bogini Company, they make soda that they give to people. They just didn't put on the label that it contained red 40. So all they had to do was update the label. But the title of this article says soda company recalls multiple drinks sold in restaurants across U.S. that contain dye linked to cancer. FDA. But they just had to put a sticker on it. After they put the sticker on the container, it was okay.
Well, it's because money.
So petroleum, red 40, money.
Mm-hmm. And also, you gotta understand that the top echelons of humans hate literally all the other humans.
There's too much petroleum. They just gotta they just gotta put it somewhere. They can't put it into the ocean
And
because
not
it'll
only
turn the
that,
water red.
they want
So they
to
make you
make
drink it and you
petroleum
process it and you piss out.
addictive on every level that they can.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. So not only do we gotta keep consuming it for our vehicular devices and to switch on and off the light switches in our homes, but they want us to consume it. They want us completely addicted to it. They want us enslaved to it.
How different is petrol to, say, coconut oil? Can you run a car on coconut oil? It'd be a lot more expensive for the coconut oil. It's easier to milk the planet than it is to milk a nut.
Come on, we all know how to milk nuts.
Well, I know, but nut milk is expensive. Coconut juice for like a little bottle is like more money than a gallon of gasoline.
Well, yeah, we can rig up little mechanisms that can work the shaft.
I like it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was a cheap joke.
Okay.
Oof. Man,
Man, sewer chat is hilarious.
It has been a weird week.
In what way? What's the weirdest thing that happened this week?
Well, in one of my fever pitch dreams, aside from the ones where I had a family that doesn't exist anymore, but haunts my
like
dreams
Picard in
and
Next Generation.
everything, like that. There was another one where I got to speak with all of the greatest spiritual leaders of all of the religions. I got to speak with
like Joel Olsen?
Siddhartha Gautama, which is the Buddha, and I spoke with Jesus Christ and Thor, the son of Odin, and with Luke Skywalker, the real one, not the one that Disney's been putting out. And all of them just had a bunch of cheesy dad jokes. Like, they never told me anything enlightening at all. They just each told me a dad joke.
Well, yeah, because it's just a weird dad joke. The whole life is a dad joke.
Yeah. Like when the Buddha talked to me, he said, "Hey, I went and visited New York City, and I went to a hot dog stand, and the hot dog vendor said, 'Well, what can I get for you, sir?' And the Buddha said, 'Make me one with everything.'" All of them just had stuff like that.
How sexist are
It was
dad jokes?
terrible.
What's a mom joke? When I think mom joke, all I can think of is like, like, oh, your mama's so fat that, the earth revolves around
And
her.
then when the hot dog vendor said, "Okay, well, here you go, and then here's your change," the Buddha says, no, change comes from within. Yeah, it was terrible stuff like that.
Yeah. I wonder if the whole reason that reality is fucked up right now is because of yo mama jokes and dad jokes. Like, dad jokes are just silly and yo mama jokes are mean. And I think that has been causing an imbalance in society on a whole. And I think that's the problem with reality today.
Yeah, I'll tell a lot of jokes, but I don't like yo mama jokes, and I don't tell them because I think that a mother is a really like sacred kind of role
Exactly.
to take on,
That's the problem. But there's no mom jokes and there's no yo dada jokes. Like, your dad's so fat that the earth revolves around him isn't as funny as your mom's so fat that the earth revolves around her. And when you hear a joke that's dumb, you can't imagine your mom saying it. You can only imagine your dad saying it. There's an imbalance in reality, and it's revealed through dad jokes and yo mama jokes.
I don't know. I don't know what that.
Exactly.
I still can't figure out what that fever pitched dream was trying to tell me. On that note,
your mama's so awesome. You respect all mothers. There you go. That's a good yo mama joke right there. All right. I guess we're finding balance in the force. Thank you, Face to the Screen. You are bringing sanity to the sewer. Wholesome yo mama jokes could bring peace to the Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
and how's that
this is
gonna
what we do. This is
happen?
what we do. We make like fortune cookies with like ticker tapes that have yo mama and respectful yo mama jokes on them, and we just fly them over the country, and everybody reads these really respectful, endearing yo mama jokes, and peace comes to the Middle East.
But we also gotta make those like same fortune cookie papers to be utilized as rolling joints, and then we gotta hide weed in it, and like in the cookies, so that they can roll a joint. And before they roll it, they read it, and it says something like, "Your
Jokes on
mama
joint
is
paper.
so
Exit
kind
strategy.
that she will bring you chicken noodle soup when you're feeling sick, and then kiss you on the forehead and let you go back to sleep. And then you can roll that up into a joint, and it's already got a really positive kind of comment on there, and then you can get high, and then that will just drift you off to sleep.
Caller, who's your favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
You know, I talked with a guy at work a little while ago, and I'm kind of on his side on this. He said it used to be Donatello, but after The Last Ronin, it's definitely Michelangelo.
It's Raphael. Jeez, I can't believe he would actually say that. Okay, look, everybody, we're going to take a quick musical break. This is 23 Odd Cats with Whiskers. Can't believe you would... It's Raphael. We'll be right back.
He's 9 years old. His name is Thomas. He's a little genius. He believes in Father Christmas. His two favorite pastimes? Computers and superheroes. December 24th, midnight. Hidden under the dining room table, Thomas waits for Father Christmas. But what he does not know is that he is about to experience the most frightening night in his entire life. finally met his match. Wanted, Mr. Xmas.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio, where we're having a great night tonight talking about how reality is going to end for you, for me, for basically for everybody. I was trying to. All right, let's talk about something scary. Here we go. Social media. I don't really use social media. I do. I have an X account. I have used social media. I have been addicted to Facebook, Instagram, all those, even YouTube. I try not to. Okay, well, this, I was kicked off of Facebook because I'm a rat, so I don't have New York State ID. I don't have a license, and they wanted my license. They were like, Nick the Rat, we want your license. It became a little bit intrusive. And you used to be able to just sign up with any old email account. You'd be like, hey, I'm just gonna sign up for I'm gonna use a fake email generator. I'm gonna have a fake email. I'm gonna sign up for a Facebook account. I'm gonna have a fake Facebook. I'm gonna have whatever, blah blah blah. I'm gonna have an email. I'm gonna just have an email. Blah 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 blah. These services are getting really locked down, including email. If you try to sign up for, I was just trying to make like a fake Facebook account. I was just trying to, okay, I was trying to spy on somebody. I was trying to stalk somebody. There was somebody, having a Spaces thing. I was trying to stalk them. And so I was trying to get on Facebook so I could stalk them. And to do this, they were like, okay, what's your email address? Now, I only wanted to stalk them just a little bit. So I didn't really care that much. So I went to a temporary email site and I made a temporary email. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to sign up with this. And when I signed up with the temporary email, it was like, oh, what's your phone number? And I was like, wait, what? I'm just trying to I'm just trying to log into Facebook. All of these services, and then I was like, okay, wait, they're not letting me just get into Facebook because of this fake email address. So I was like, well, what if I sign up for a real email address? Like, what if I try to sign up for a Gmail account? Like, hey, I'm a new person. I'm a Nick the Matt, and I just want a email address. So I'm now Nick the Matt. And then I was like, hey, I want to sign up for Gmail. I want to sign up for Yahoo. I was trying to sign up for email addresses, and all of them want your phone number. All of these free email addresses that are trusted by social media rely on your phone. And then I try to sign up with a Google Voice phone number. And it was like, we don't accept Google Voice numbers. So there's a very small, social media and free email is getting locked down to a degree. Do you I signed, I had all these email. You used to be able to just go click a button and get an email address, blah blah blah. They're like, oh yeah, I'm a dog, I'm a cat, I'm a rat, whatever. I want an email address, and then you could get it. This created a shitload of spam and a whole. It was Wild West, but it's weird to say, but it's going away. Having alternate identities, being anonymous on social web is almost impossible. Now, if you are grandfathering in false accounts into the environment today, you could probably keep up with them if you keep them under if you keep your false accounts under, the radar. You don't go too crazy with your false accounts. But if you think you could just make a fake account on any of these social media accounts, it's going to tie back to your your phone. You might be able to get like a fake, like a burner phone, but who's going to get a burner phone to make a throwaway Facebook account? Servo, I wanted this as a complete wash over everything. Just as like they always say, oh, there was never a true fucking socialist society, never a true communist society, never a true democratic society, because there's no true anything societies, because there's people that are liars. But if there was like a complete open society, I think that would be. It doesn't work either way. But yeah, that was a little bit of an eye opener. Trying to just make a throwaway Facebook account, and it makes sense. Do I hate it? Not really, because I don't use the services anyway. And my phone number is tied to the accounts that I do use for security reasons. So basically, quote unquote, they won. Like there's no privacy. Well, Servo, when I say I want no privacy, I don't want just no privacy on our end. I want no privacy on everybody's end. Like, actually, maybe that still works. It's kind of like what? Maybe maybe I am a fan of this. Maybe I am just saying that I'm excited that there's going to be less and less fake accounts in existence. You know what? You know what? This might be a better thing. Like not even being able to get like a fake Gmail account. There's ways to get alternative ones where you like log in. But I didn't want to go that deep just to get to stalk somebody. Crazy. But I'm just saying that the reality is that it's a different internet today than it was, I guess, 10 years ago when I first made any of my social media accounts. Is that all I want to say about social media? Yeah, I think so. You what, mate? You have too many chickens? All right, let's listen to a Ghost Tray with Creepin'. We'll be right back. It's midnight in another sewer in the next time zone. welcome to the late night, you beautiful late night creatures. You. Here we go with Creepin'.
Somebody said they saw you. The person you were kissing wasn't me, and I would never ask you. I just kept it to myself. I don't wanna know if you're playing me, keep it on the low. Cause my heart can't take it anymore. And if you're creeping, please don't let it show. Oh baby, I don't wanna know. I think about it when I hold you. When looking in your eyes, I can't believe. I don't need to know the truth. Keep it to yourself. I don't wanna know if you're playing me, keep it on the low. Cause my heart can't take it anymore. And if you're creeping, please don't let it show. Oh baby, I don't wanna know. Dick the Red.
Hey, motherfucker. You're a badass motherfucker. I just wanted to tell you that.
Hate the feeling of when you want them, but knowing that you don't need them. You're telling them that it's over, but know that you're never leaving. You know that they're gonna play you no matter how good you treat them. The trust has been dead and gone like the messages they deleted. And I don't wanna get even, but I know you're up to something. Your phone is always on silent. You're telling me that it's nothing, but if it is really nothing, then why did you get the jumping? As soon as I try to grab it, my questions you keep on ducking. Swear this shit is getting detrimental. I'm sick and tired of you telling me it's coincidental. My therapist keep on saying you're fucking with my mental. Your love will never be mine. You share it like a rental. Damn.
I don't wanna know if you're playing me, keep it on the low. Cause my heart can't take it anymore. And if you're creeping, please don't let it show. Oh baby, I don't wanna know.
You're building a rat ship here. You're building a rat. Building a build. You're build. Yep. Ship. No rat. Ship.
I don't wanna know. Did he touch you better than me? Watch you fall asleep. That you used to do to me. If you're better off that way. All that I can say. I don't wanna know.
Blitz, who you calling chicken, yo?
Nick the Rat!
Every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I like to kick up my boots, grab a beer, a blunt, and a babe. I turn on the old podcaster machine and tune into Nick the Rat Radio. Then I pass out drunk in my own vomit and feces. Amen.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. You can call in live, 917-719-5923. You could also email nick@nicktherat.com. You know, let me check my email. Maybe I got something in the email. Maybe somebody sent me something that I have to like read or do or something. I don't know. Sometimes you get weird things in your email. You don't know if it's real. You don't know if it's fake. Right, there's nothing in there. My nose is all clogged up right now. So, they're not talking about the crazy allergies this year, but what they are talking about, at least in for New York, I think it's in New York City. This is from NBC News. This is a wild one. This one's scary. This is really scaring me, actually, because how can I say this? There's a new sexually transmitted disease out there, everybody. It's gonna be the downfall of man. Did you hear about Elon Musk's Starlink? They sent it to some tribe. I don't know. I didn't do any Snopes on this one. On the tribe of people that got Starlink and they got addicted to porn or something. Like, how did they even know what they were watching? Were they like, hey, we're going to give you computers? Even if you give them Starlink, they still need to have a computer. It's not like a tribe's person with like spears and whatever doesn't mean that they're going to like you give a bear in the woods a woman with a Wi-Fi tower attached to her, nothing's gonna happen. Either way, that's not about the STD here. This is a fungal infection. It's a fungus STD. It's a form of ringworm. What is ringworm? Is ringworm is ringworm a fungus? Ringworm is also known as tinea or dermatophysis. It's a contagious fungal infection. Okay. So are they just saying that people are getting ringworm? Is sexually, or is it like ringworm of the dick in the pussy? Is it a dick pussy ringworm? You get rings on your genitalia? A sexually transmitted ringworm caused by a rare fungus has been reported for the first time in the United States. I knew people that had ringworm, but it's a STD worm? What is this? We think a lot about antibacterial resistant, but very important time. Wash your fucking your stuff, people. A new case in New York City. A man in his 30s reported having sex with a mushroom. No, with multiple men during a trip to England, Greece, and California. What a fucking world traveler. He fucking just flew. Hold on one second. This guy went on a trip to England, Greece, and California. Those are three very, very different trips. When he got home, he had developed a red, itchy rash on his legs and across his groin and buttocks. Yeah, doesn't ringworm usually just like go on your like belly or whatever? No, he didn't just go to England. He went to England, then he caught a plane. Wait, first he from New York City, he caught a plane to England. He had tons of ass sex. Then he got back on the plane. He flew to Greece. Then he had tons of ass sex. And then he got on a plane and he flew to California. Then he had tons of ass sex. And then he came back to New York City, where he probably also had tons of ass sex. And then finally he developed a red itchy rash on his legs across his groin and buttocks. What kind of job does this guy have? Tests revealed he had sexually transmitted fungus called trichophytone mentagrophotis type 567. It is the first time the fungus has been identified in the U.S. Yeehaw. Cheers to you, world traveling ass fucker. This guy must be like, is there a picture of this dude? He's gotta be handsome. He's probably a really good looking dude. Let's see here. Or rich. He's either good looking or rich. This might be is it Bill Gates? What's going on here? Ringworm groin can be a sweat rash. Ugh. Well, yeah, because fungus is everywhere. Life is everywhere. That's why you can't like if somebody said that they got ringworm, it's like I'm not gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna be like you're dirty, but this guy's he's saying that he's like, oh, they wouldn't mention the fact that he was gay unless he was going around having ass sex with dudes all around the world. He's a world traveling. He's testing out. Either way, he's got the Euro jockstrap rash. Doctors in France reported 13 such cases. Hold on, there's a link. Sexually transmitted trichophytode metaphytophogenepis type 7 infection among men who have sex with men. This is a abstract. Okay, let's see. All patients were male. 12 were men who have sex with men. What's the 13th person? Who's the outlier? Is he the guy that was having sex? Was he the anus? Maybe he was. Just clicked into this study. The 13th one was a woman. Conclusion: for most patients in this series, sexually transmitted dermatomorphosis was likely. The hypotopisis. Okay, I'm not going to read all this right now, but this article is very short. Like, I pretty much read the whole thing, even though I stumbled through it drunkenly. The American man's infection responded to standard antifungal medications, but ultimately took 4.5 months to fully heal. He was put on fluconazole for 4 weeks without improvement, then 6 weeks of terbinafine. There you go, everybody. Invest in terbinafine and approximately 8 additional weeks of itraconazole. All are oral antifungals. He did not have any other infections that could have made the problem worse. Dr. Avram Kaplan, an assistant professor of dermatology at NYU Grossman School of Medicine and author of The New Republic, said the case should raise awareness but not cause alarm in the general public. There is no evidence that this is widespread or that this man has stuck his fungus-covered pecker into your bunghole, or that this is something that people really need to be worried. He didn't say. There's nothing wrong with butt play. Well, there is. If it's a dirty butt, there's. Don't play if the mud is filled with mushrooms. But if people are having itchy eruptions in the areas like a groin and it's not getting better, see a doctor. The rash may look like eczema. While the infection was most likely transmitted through sexual contact, Kaplan couldn't rule out the possibility that the man acquired the fungus at the sauna he visited 2 months prior to his symptoms. There you go, Ray. Don't go to the sauna. The fungus might be hot and sweaty there. The man said his sexual partners did not show any signs of the ringworm. Holy shit. This is no longer a let's stop making fun of butt sex, because butt sex happens with anybody anyway. Let's make fun of sauna people. Make sure you wear a mask on your asshole. If you go to the sauna. I've actually never been to the sauna because, I don't even like getting into public pools. Anyway, Kaplan said that the rash may look like eczema, flare, and typical ringworm infections that form in circles. The infection is not life-threatening, but can cause permanent scarring. He previously identified the first 2 cases of a different wingworm infection in 2023. Those infections caused by Trichophyton Indonesia are not considered STIs, but are drug-resistant and highly contagious. Bathhouses are weird, but saunas are chill as fuck. Can you smoke weed at a sauna? Like, if people are smoking weed at a sauna, yeah, drinking coffee. Anyway, we got Street Wanderer by Line 9. We have a lot more to go.
weaknesses laid bare for the world to see. All the more reason to make sure I never again stray from what Harry taught me.
Oh man. Pick up the phone.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Rock Radio. Well, we're having a great 400 and something or other episode. Was it 490? 450? 499? 440. We're on 440th episode. 44 is it's a 44. Is this the episode not found? Is 440 not found? 440 not found? No, it's 404 is not found. Wow. Did I skip that? What was my 404th episode called? Let's see. Nick the Rat. Site. Nick the Rat Radio. Radio. Episode 404 was called Not Discovered. Not found. Wow, I'm clever.
Well, it's a magic book. I mean, a book full of real magic, with spells and curses and enchantments. Only they call it enchantments. Well, they spell it funny, you know, like Chaucer. Well, it's even got recipes with spiders and toads and fat's blood.
Wow. What an interesting podcast. I wonder where you could find that one. Okay. I think we're back. All right. You guys ready for having your world torn apart from your face fast, or do you want to do it? Let's just do it fast. Let's do a quick pull. Here we go, everybody. Aliens. Let's get into aliens. I'm almost done with beer. I might have to go back to wine. I'm pretty drunk. It's 1:30 in the morning. Eastern Standard Time. We're in the sewers of South Brooklyn, having a lovely was June evening, morning. I don't know what it is anymore. But we have a retired colonel. You're gonna fax me some Jameson? I had a person come down to the sewer recently, and they're like, "Hey, let's do a shot of Jameson. Doesn't everybody have a bottle of Jameson to do shots every now and then?" And I responded, "If I had a bottle of Jameson here, I would have already drunk it. So, sorry. But here's a beer." We have a colonel, David Grush. Wait, what is that? The colonel's name? Hold on. Well, let's just play the clip. There's a clip. We're gonna play a clip. Let's listen to the clip. Is this the clip?
Do you believe that a higher form of non-human intelligence,
Colonel Carl Nell,
has visited this planet?
Right. So non-human intelligence exists. Non-human intelligence has been interacting with humanity. This interaction is not new, and it's...
Colonel Carl Nell. Let's look him up. It's very hard to spell when you're drunk. Colonel Carl Nell. He has a LinkedIn. Is this the same Carl Nell? Like, I want to see his credentials before I even watch this video. Is this him? Is this Carl Nell? I have to sign in to LinkedIn to get his full profile. I don't. Hold on one second. Is it? He's got to have like a Wikipedia, right? Colonel Carl Nell Wikipedia. He doesn't even have a Wikipedia? Is this guy for real? There's a Wikipedia in a different language. Can I translate it to English? An Esperanto speaker since 1924. He's actively... What the hell? All right, so this guy's not real? Colonel Carl Nell. Let's see. What if I do a video search? It's all just the same thing. I can't... Okay, this guy can't be... Maybe this is not real. Real Admiral Tim... That's not him. All right, well, I guess take this with a grain of salt because I don't know what he's done in his life. An esteemed military figure, an aerospace executive at Army Futures Command. But, like, this is all... Times Now is saying that? Colonel Carnell is a he's salted military officer with an impressive track record. According to his LinkedIn, he currently serves as an aerospace executive and senior military officer at Army Futures Command. What the fuck is Army Futures Command? Army Futures Command. Army... That sounds like... It sounds like impressive, but is that it? Oh, that has a Wikipedia. United States Army's Future Command is a United States Army's command that runs modernization projects. It is headquartered in Austin, Texas. The AFC began initial operations on July 1st, 2018. Okay, so this guy has been around since 2018. It was created as a peer of Force Command, Forcecom. I know, what's that game called on PlayStation? SOCOM. I know SOCOM. Training and Doctrine Command, TRADDOC, and Army Material Command, AMC. While other commands focus on readiness to fight, the AFC claim aims to improve future readiness for competitive with near peers. What the fuck is this about? What is a near peer? With near peers, competition with near peers. Is that aliens? I did a Google search for competition with near peers. U.S. forces must adapt deal with near peer competition. Copenhagen, for the first time since the end of the Soviet Union. What is all this bullshit? I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Non-human intelligence has visited this planet.
Right. So non-human intelligence exists. Non-human intelligence has been interacting with humanity. This interaction is not new, and it's been ongoing. And there are unelected people in the government that are aware of that.
We have spacecraft from another species.
We do, yeah. So look, I think we all want to know, do you think any government has recovered a crashed UAP? So what I've said for the record...
By the way, this is no longer him speaking. This is a whole bunch of other people.
Which is, unfortunately, all I can say is that it is my belief that the United States is in possession of exotic material. And unfortunately, that's about all I can say at this time.
Exotic material? Like the movie Lolita? What does that mean?
I think it's about time that we do disclose that we are in contact with non-human intelligence. That's what needs to be put out there in the public.
Under moon dust, under blue fly, we have recovered alien
Moondust and Blue Fly. Project Moondust. What is this? Project Moondust. Hold on, there's got to be a YouTube video. I don't want to read. I don't want to read no more videos. Let's see. What? I guess I got to read it. It was a covert project by the United States Air Force during the Cold War that existed at the Air Force Missile Development Center at Holloman Air Force Base. The aim of the project was to recover objects and debris from spacecraft that survived re-entry through the atmosphere back to Earth and to exploit the discovery of Soviet hardware when it temporarily fell into American hands. All right, well, that sounds like collecting Russian garbage. Project Blue Fly is a former covert project of the United States Air Force during Cold War that existed in the Air Force Missile Sounds like the same thing. Moondust and Blue Fly is the same thing. It's like what the Koreans are doing. North Korea is sending shit to South Korea, and South Korea is collecting that shit. Like they're building their own Vegas. But I see Key House.
You're building a rat ship here. Building a rat ship here. You're building a rat. No. No. Rat ship here. Rat. You're building a rat ship. rat ship.
Hi, everybody. We still have a lot more to go through, which means I need a little bit more wine. Dear alcohol God, save me. Give me some more of that Morjawatcher. Okay, look, we have to talk about Kathy Hochul. Kathy Hochul. We're going to talk about her right now. There was supposed to be congestion parking. Driving. Congestion, whatever. Basically, Manhattan, the south tip of Manhattan, except for the skin, the coast, like the West Side Highway and the FDR. Everywhere below 33rd and within the FDR and there was supposed to be charged like, 10 to $15. If you're going for a drive and you're going through Manhattan, you have to pay to enter the zoo. You have to pay to enter the fucking concrete shithole. And yeah, so the congestion pricing, guess what Kathy Hochul did? She was like, you know what? We're not doing it no more. We're going to delay it. But they're going to raise the taxes. People in the fucking place. I think there's... I forget what taxes she's going to raise, or if I'm even speaking right. But I think she also was going to start cracking down on the gray market of marijuana, which I am against. I don't like gas stations and bodegas selling unregulated smokable material. I think, I think you should know what you're smoking. I think you should, I don't think the gray market's very good. The black market, the black market's not really trying to kill their users, but they're also trying to get their users high, which they're hopefully aren't going to use fentanyl, but they do, because it gets people very high, and it sometimes kill people if they put too much. So, but I'm talking about, like weed and stuff. I don't think that there should be very much black market stuff. But the way that the police have been handling the gray market, it's a little bit weird. They've been kind of... New York City police are kind of like thugs. And I have a recording of a bust. So what you're going to hear is a guy coming in and asking if the store has a product called Steezy. It's a marijuana vape. I've never tried Steezy. I've seen it in the gray market. So there's a cop at the door, undercover, and he's just yelling in. He's like, "Hey, you got Steezy?" And the guy behind the counter works in the smoke shop, which is just, they got whatever and who knows what. Whenever you go into these places, it's going to be a guy behind the counter, and he's not going to speak very well. You could ask him questions like, "Hey, what do you got?" And he's like, "Oh, doesn't say anything." And then the cops, I'm just going to tell you, I'm breaking down the video. they kind of just force their way in and say, let us in, let us behind and see what you're doing. And he's asking if they have like a warrant or a fucking court, anything. He's asking if these police have the right to do what they're going to do. And this is the video, which you could just listen to. Here you go.
You sell Steezy's? No. No? You got it on Zins by chance? No, bro. These days it's so much problems, you know? No, yeah, you know, we do, you know, like this stuff, you know, like we, you know, like, so these days like so much problems, you know, we try to survive, you know? We're doing inspection. Okay. What's up, boss? Hey, brother, hi, bro. We're gonna do a cigarette inspection. What is it? We're gonna do an inspection. Okay. You got some license. You have like anybody else in the store? Oh yeah, so means just you? Yeah, right now I'm listening. Alright, we're gonna come around the back, okay?
There's now 4 police inside of the little smoke shop. So we're gonna do inspection, show us your ID, and then the cop starts asking to go like into the back of the store.
Oh, can I see like court order or something?
A court order.
Sheriff. Yeah, I know, that's the problem, you know.
So the cop just says he's a sheriff. Like, I'm a sheriff, let me into the back. Now, I understand what they're doing is, they know that the shop is doing illegal shit. So they're just going in and breaking it up. Do they have a court order? I don't know. I don't know if what they're doing is actually legal. This smoke shop guy might be able to sue, and then people that pay New York City taxes are going to have to pay more taxes because they have to pay off this guy.
So you're not going to be a court, please. So, you know, like, we need something court order, brother. You know, you don't need a court order.
We're gonna tell you one more time.
I'm gonna
hop over the counter.
Calm down.
No, let's not calm down. You have to obey the sheriff. They're telling you we're here for inspection. If you refuse the inspection, you're gonna get arrested for OGN. I'm gonna ask you one more time to open the door nicely.
Okay, so first thing I will not trying to hear my.
No, he says for OGN.
First thing I will not trying to hear my.
No, you're not going to open. If you refuse the inspection, you're gonna get arrested for OGN.
For OGN.
If you refuse the inspection, you're gonna get arrested for OGN.
Hold on. Arrested for OGN? What is he gonna be arrested for?
Obey the sheriff.
The closed caption says inaudible.
They're telling you we're here for inspection. If you refuse the inspection, you're gonna get arrested for OGN. I'm gonna ask you one more time to open the door nicely.
Okay, so first thing I will not trying to hear my.
No, you're not going to open the door. Just hop over.
No. You told him to hop over the counter. There's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cops storming the guy's little corner bodega, jumping over. They said if you refuse inspection, you're going to be arrested for OGM. I don't know what that means. Let's see here. I typed in Google refuse inspection. Hold on. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I have no idea what they're talking about. Original Gangsta Mafia. OG. Either way, the cops are storming the place.
Direction. Yeah. He goes to jail.
Bro, come on, brother. Why do you like this? I don't do nothing.
Don't be fucking stupid.
Bro, I don't
be fucking stupid.
Bro, I don't do nothing.
Open the door, that's it. Yeah, we
called it multiple times.
We said open the door. Shut the fuck up, open the door.
They're arresting the guy because he didn't open a little door, and they all had to jump over the counter. He was asking for a court order or some reason why the cops are going to search the place. And they're like, because that he didn't open the door to be inspected by the cops, he's going to be arrested. This is like, reminds me of, like Hooch, like alcohol. What was that? The gangsters with Kevin Costner, Waterworld.
I don't be fucking stupid. Bro, don't be fucking stupid. Bro, I don't do nothing.
Just open the door, that's it.
Yeah, multiple times.
We said open the
Shut
door.
the fuck up, open the door.
And you don't want to listen.
Outstanding. I know, but it's like, please, I'm doing nothing wrong, bro.
Okay, so open the door.
Yeah, but you know, I'm trying to open, but you guys.
When a cop tells you to do something, you do it. That's it.
I know, but
what? We explain to you.
And it ends there. Like, I understand what the guy definitely was doing illegal shit, but the cops have to not be fucking like, hey, we're coming in because we can. Here it is in a fucking whatever, and let us in. Guy's not going nowhere. Is this a case of all cops are bastards? Or are the River City Police cool? I think the River City Police might be cool. They might be the only cool police. I mean, Raccoon City. Raccoon City Police. River City. Nebula. Eraser. Rack City. Rack City. Once a regulatory inspection is refused, then the Office of Cannabis Management, OCM, or its board must request a court order, the law says. The OCM. They were saying the OCM?
We're gonna say one more time. You have to go over half of the No, let's not come down. You have to obey the sheriff. Tell you get an inspection. If you refuse an inspection, you're gonna get arrested. I'm gonna ask you one more time, open the door nicely.
If you refuse inspection, you'll be arrested by the OCM. Hochul, OCM mob. Ooh.
Mainstream media is not the best.
When the fear hits, you can't stop it. The feeling inside, it starts to twist. It gets so tight in a knot, it won't let go. It will continue to coil up, sinking its teeth in. You'll want to scream, but you won't be able to. The fear pressed all the air out of your lungs. Now you're gasping for air. You are dying. What will you do? Dark Sewer Network Teddy Bears! Hug the fear away! Order yours today, 917-719-5923!
For every teddy bear bought, the Dark Sewer Network will donate $1 for children in foreign sewers.
Hey, everybody. All right. It's late in the show. It's, I don't know if I could talk about both things. I might have to tease something up for next week. There's two things I could go. There's two routes. It's a half-baked big hemp route, or how the whole world is going to die. Do you guys want to hear about how the whole world's going to die, or what's going on with hemp today? Kill the world? All right, here we go. The whole world is... Oh, we got to call... It looks like somebody's calling in right now. Hello, caller. How are you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
I was going to discuss how the whole world was going to die, or the big hemp problem.
The big hemp problem is in, like, cops busting people for marijuana?
No, there's
Textiles and
there's a farm bills. There's U.S. farm bills and laws being passed, and it affects hemp and a little bit about weed too.
maybe that's actually linked into how the world's going to end.
A little bit, but not. Well, the world's gonna end because Nvidia is making a new chipset that's gonna take like all the power of like nuclear power plants, and since we don't have nuclear power, it's gonna basically global warming and fuel. It's gonna eat power because of AI or something.
Okay.
How are you tonight, caller? How are you doing?
Man, I'm hot as hell. I've been doing dabs after dabs. I'm just chilling.
Dabs
But
after dabs.
I like weed, and I like talk of the world ending. So, I mean, I think if weed ended, I think my world would end pretty much. I mean, shit. I don't know what the whole world would do without weed, you know what I mean? We rely on it for a lot. Piss off a lot of stoners, that's for damn sure. Weed ended. But if weed ended, that means like a lot of other things have ended too, you know? Maybe electricity, maybe the sun, you know? As long as we have those things. I mean, I think maybe if we like went under the earth to try to escape the world ending, someone's gonna breed a fucking weed seed down there.
Well,
I
I'm
don't know
sure,
what would
like
come first.
there's in Sweden that seed bank. They have to have marijuana. They have to have like all the marijuana seeds in the weed bank
But they got the OG
in the
strains.
in the Doomsday Bank. Yeah, the OG sours.
Yeah, sure. Any OG, those old school strains that like they don't even make them like they used to, kind of shit. They keep hybridizing them. It changes.
There was I
But
don't know what this was, but somebody was saying this story about the person that was making the OG sour strains was like arrested, and he used to have like everybody loved it, and you couldn't get it. No, you can't get it no more. And it's really expensive. And the person that
Sour
made
diesel.
the sour
You're talking about
diesels.
like sour diesel. Man, I'm telling you, the sour diesel today is not like sour diesel used to be.
Yeah, because I have to. I wish I have this
It doesn't
story.
smoke the same, but that sounds like it makes sense because this shit ain't the same.
It ain't us, and
Oh.
I hate us. I hate us because it ain't us or something.
Anus?
It's because I wish I saved the. Maybe I did. I don't know if I have the article, but it was very interesting, and it was about how you can't get sour like real. It's that happens with a lot of drugs. It seems like there's like a chemical copyright that can't be
I think
broken.
when you start cloning and reproducing a plant, like our garden.
Okay.
I've been growing
Yeah.
kale for a really long fucking time, right? That kale ain't the same though. It's not. It's not the same as it was when I first planted it. It grows differently, gets different colors, it changes texture. Like over 7 years, they're just growing the same fucking shit. Just letting it seed and planting it again.
Each generation's different. It degrades, doesn't it?
Sometimes I get like, one time I grew this crazy, few different variegations of colors, like get the purple and white, and then like some of them are like green and white. Like you would have like a variegated plant from the store. Variegated kale. And then one year a big freeze came and wiped it all out.
I have a hard
But
time
ironically
growing
enough,
stuff. Plants scare me.
you just don't understand them.
I don't understand plants. They need like nothing, but they need nothing perfectly. They need a perfect nothing. It's like you need to
Yeah, I
water
mean,
them, but you have to water them when they want you to water them. And if you put too much water, they're dead. If you put too little water, they're dead. If you don't put the water in when they want, they're dead. It's
I think the
it's like this. You're just duplicating its nature inside your home when you're trying to grow houseplants. And everything that the soil is, that's what they'll become. Like they use that to grow.
and you shouldn't
So it's
urinate
not
on
just like
plants, right?
it's not just water. It's not
Urinate.
just sun. It's water, sun, and soil. And
Yeah, but how much sun? Some plants don't like direct sun. Some plants only like, like indirect
if you
sun.
really, if you really, really pay attention to the plant, it'll tell you.
Yeah, but usually it tells me
Not
by
got
it's
enough
like it's
sun.
dead. It's like, hey, I'm dead. You
By
fucked
the
up.
time it's
You
dead,
lost.
yeah.
You lost the game. I'm
Sometimes
dead.
they'll like grow a little bit towards the sun or a little bit away from the sun, or they'll get really tall to try to get more sun because they're not getting enough, or they'll turn real pale because they're not getting enough. Most people put them too far away from the window or at the wrong window. But
Exactly.
outside
There's
plants are really
way too
easy.
many rules. It's easier to like raise a person than a plant. Plants are like
Not if
hard.
you're less nurturing than the desert.
You could just like push a living like humanoid creature into the mud and they like get out of it. But a plant, it's like, oh, they're dead. It's too wet. It's too wet. It's too dry. It's too dry. Dead. Dead.
Yeah.
And they
What
don't
do you
even.
want? Do you want to like water your plant all the time, or do you want to like forget about it for a while?
And it's hard for me to tell. Like, oh, it's kind of. You know what it is? It's. Do you know how the moon waxes and wanes?
Yeah.
How do you know when it's waxing or when it's waning? You have to watch its cycles, right?
Yeah.
I can't watch the plant cycle. I don't know if the plant's waxing, like it needs water or it doesn't need water. If it needs light or it doesn't need light. I just know it's dying.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I don't know the scale, the balance.
Lilies will tell you. Lily will tell you real quick what it needs because it'll like act all sad and fucking fucked up. It'll look like it's dying, and then you'll remember to water it, and it'll come right back. and if you are scared you're gonna forget to water it, you just like set the whole pot in water where it can like be wet for like a week.
But does it die if you? It dies if you overwater it too, right?
Depends on the soil.
Depends on.
And depends on the plant.
Zip.
But lilies don't mind being wet for like a week or two.
So wet lilies
You have
are
like
okay.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wet lily.
A
Yeah.
week-long
I took a
wet
picture of a
lily.
lily today. Huh?
Hey.
Yeah, it's the little basic little lilies or begonia. But sometimes begonia will just like start dropping its leaves.
Begonia, is that like a person's name? Like Gertrude?
Not only maybe in the 1900s.
Begonia. Bologna. Bologna.
They're fun. They're all like psychedelic looking sometimes.
Do you smoke marijuana?
I cannot deny that I love marijuana.
Have you ever heard of
Yeah.
THCA?
Is that shit in that? Yeah, I have heard about it. Refresh my memory. Is that legal weed, right?
I think it's baloney. I think it's Bologna.
It's fucking weird, man. It don't feel right. It don't feel right.
It doesn't feel right, and I've smoked it because they're like, oh, you smoke it and then it turns into weed. That's like, it's like
We already have weed.
set Bruce Banner on fire to turn him into the Hulk. That's not how you do it. You make him mad. You shake him up a little bit. You don't set him on fire.
Isn't it when like the weed isn't like it's not like quite ready yet? It hasn't like quite transformed into
Yeah, and they say if you heat it
THC.
up, it gets rid of the A, and then it becomes just the THC. But I smoked a ton of it, and I was totally clear headed, and I felt nothing. I'm like, man,
I feel like if they're selling THC weed in stores, why not just sell the plants in dirt with soil and everything while they're still THCA? And then they can buy it, take it home, get some water, put it in a window, and then they'll have THC. That seems like a lot of work. People aren't going to want to do that.
Where are the greenhouses
I'm
where they
just thinking of a
sell the
market here.
plant?
Sorry.
Yeah, where you're
I just rather buy a plant as THCA and then wait for it to turn into THC than to fucking smoke a fucking weed plant that's not ready to be smoked. I don't like going outside in the garden and picking green tomatoes and sitting out there and eating it. Maybe fried green tomatoes. That was a bad
marijuana
analogy, but
plant sales houses.
I don't pick my vegetables unripe. Why the fuck?
Why don't they have
people
like?
smoking
How come they don't have
THCA?
stores where you could buy like a tomato plant or any sort of like food, like a corn stalk? Like I want to. Why can't I go buy some corn stalks?
Like the cane sugar, you could buy the
Sure.
cane sugar.
Like food on the stick food.
What would you do with a corn stalk?
Well, you can stick it in my mouth and eat it.
Sorry. What?
But like, can you buy a cotton plant?
Never have.
Because I've never seen a cotton plant. I've been to like the plant place, and I don't see
So I know
stuff.
if you want to grow corn, you gotta plant a lot of fucking corn.
Well, you don't have to. You could just have one stalk. Why not?
It wouldn't grow because
Why
it wouldn't
not?
be able to pollinate with another flower. It's got to pollinate.
So
It's
you
not
need
self.
two, and you got to rub them
Not. It's
together.
not asexual. You gotta have two of them. That's how
Really?
things do. They fuck. Yeah, and they like to be all close. They have big old corn field orgies. That's why corn's all close together.
You're a Philly
Got
plant
a lot of it.
person. Are you that Ivy person from Batman? Are you a dendrophiliac?
Is that? Am I a plant fucker?
A tree fucker?
Depends on the tree and how I feel at the time.
Are you a druid?
I've seen some nice holes in some trees and some nice stumps.
I have too. There are
Or,
some trees that are very just like you stare at that. It's a. You just want to
Actually, I
move
think I
in.
did
Like I
have
want
a
to
tree
live in
once.
there.
Something might. Mm.
Curl up in a
Maybe you
little.
have enough LSD, you'll have the eyes to see it. You think we would be allowed to have marijuana seeds if the world ended and we had to hide under the ground because we didn't have sun? We had to rely on some sort of energy source. Because we still got to eat, you know. If we don't have the sun, we don't have food, so I have to grow food underground. And it would be maybe be a lot harder then to be able to grow marijuana plants and have big grow operations under the ground. But maybe
How do you know how to grow edamame?
soybeans. You can look it up. I'm sure it ain't that too much different than growing any other kind of pea, which I have found if you just throw in the ground, they'll just fucking grow.
So there you go.
Things want to grow. Plants want to grow. They want to grow. Some of them don't, but that's few and far between. Those aren't the ones that don't want to grow. Just don't want to grow. Maybe in that environment.
I want a pea plant. I want
a pea plant.
I want a pea plant. Can I get a pea plant from the store, like a pre-grew pea plant?
I think you could take any peas from your cabinet and put them in soil, and they will grow.
Get the fuck out! Really?
Yeah.
Like if I put,
as long as it's like maybe not a split pea, because those are like
they're cut.
split
Yeah, you don't
in
want to
half,
split them. You
but
want a whole pea.
For the most part,
You want
yeah,
a
whole
full
pea.
Yeah. You're blowing my mind right now. Are you
beans.
serious? So if I pee in the soil,
black-eyed beans make cute, tiny little purple flowers.
Get the fuck out of here! You put beans in the floor and they grow. Wait,
Man, I grew beans all in the front of my little house when I first moved in. I had a heck of beans. I wasn't gonna eat them. Just put them in the ground and kind of shuffled the soil around, you know, turn the dirt a little bit with my fingers, and they just fucking took off, man. I ate them. They were delicious, but you gotta grow a lot. You gotta pick a lot of peas to make a fucking pot of black-eyed peas. I sit out there forever. Like,
so you
them.
fingered
You know
Gaia
what? I hate this job.
and then peed right inside of it. That's whack. I did. If you get like a can of like they have to be like wet beans. Like what kind of like if I bought a can of beans and threw it in the dirt, is it gonna?
No, those have already been cooked. Those have already been cooked. Do you know what the difference is between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean?
David Lynch likes one more than the other.
No, paid $60 to have a garbanzo bean on me before.
Boom. Who told you that one?
Oh, a friend of mine. He used to live with me. He was Italian.
Isn't it weird? Like all the jokes that I know. Well, some of them I've made up, I guess, but most of them are from. I wonder who the OG joke maker was, because somebody made that joke that you just said, and you heard it through like a vine, like somebody planted that bean and landed in your
What
brain.
was the first time that was said ever? What if it wasn't a joke?
What if it was real?
What if the person was serious? And they were just having pure comic gold on the spot.
Comic
Meaning, I mean, you know. Like, what if he just got done paying a chick $60 to pee on him? And then someone was sitting around eating beans. And they were garbanzo beans. And he was like, hey, you know what the difference is between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean? It was just like on the spot, just like that.
I try to bake chickpeas recently, and I baked them too long, and they were popping.
Oh, nice.
I didn't know chickpeas could pop, but I was popping chickpeas in the oven. I kept seeing it was for like you keep putting on 400 for like 40 minutes. It was it was at like a 30-minute mark. There was it sounded like World War III in my oven.
Did you think that world was ending?
Yeah, it did. I had to throw those away. The whole can's worth. It was $1 worth of chickpeas. I had to throw them away. The world ended that night.
Yeah, I guess rats aren't that much into cooking, huh?
Rest,
Or growing plants.
rest in pea.
Oh. Oh.
I just made that one up now. Now you know it too. Now I peed in your brain.
That's comedic gold right there.
I just gave you something. I don't know.
A pun?
How are you doing tonight, caller? Is there any questions or things you would like to speak about tonight with millions of people?
Oh man, I'm bad with decisions. I honestly I'm more of a wing it kind of person sometimes. So right now my brain is drawing a complete blank, and I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Well, then have a good night.
Good night.
Sleep. Night. Nvidia's gonna kill us all. They have all the money. They're making this new chip. At their 2024 keynote, they got was it the Blackwell? Was it? NVIDIA's Blackwell cluster. It comes with 8 GPUs. It pulls down 15 kilowatts of power. 15,000 watts of power. 1,870 watts per GPU. $1 million Blackwell GPUs will need at least. Wait, what is that? Yeah, 1 million is going to need at least like one nuclear reactor. They might kill Nvidia and video games and GPUs might destroy the earth. Human ignorance, greed, lust, AI lust. These, indigenous people that get access to the internet. Is that on Snopes? What kind of sandwich is that? Waythorn, what is that? Is that mystery meat? Candied mystery meat in a weird bun? Candy bunned mystery meat?
That
Hello?
sounds like a good time. Hey, Nick.
Hay's for horses.
Nick the rat? Oh, rats like hay too.
Probably. They probably chew on some hay. They love corn. They love corn on the cob.
Yeah, and like wood shavings. I know deer like corn. God damn, I've
Isn't
never
it
been
weird
able
that
to
they
have
call
a
it
successful
corn on
harvest.
the cob? Why don't they call it toes on the feet or fingers on the hand? Because they don't expect it to come off.
Or car on the road. Yeah, plane in the sky. Well, I've heard a song like that. I think. I don't know. Hey, I got
Try some
you. You were
panko.
talking about.
Put some panko on the pork.
Go ahead.
Pork panko. Oh man, if I ate pork, I would put panko on the pork.
Bacon on the grill. Oh my God,
Brown
that's the
sugar,
best.
panko,
It
maple.
stays nice and flat. The fat
Maple
drips off
syrup.
and smokes up.
Pork. Piggy.
Brisket on the smoker. In the smoker.
I miss eating.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm actually doing really well. How are you doing?
I am disgustingly horrible. It's not good to be Nick the Rat lately. No, it's no.
What are you drinking?
Everything. I got pine nut, Grilgo,
I don't do wine.
I got
don't do
Rigolo,
wine.
and I had a Coors Banquet. So I'm drinking Coors Banquet and Pinot Grigio.
What's that shit in wines that like makes you flush? It's not niacin. It's does it start with an S?
Saccharin. No, it's. I know what you're talking about.
No, Stera. What the hell?
The androids. The Anakins.
No, not there's shit. I'm like drawing a complete
George
blank.
Floyds,
I've been
the fluoride.
Like
dandruff.
some of the bottles will say it contains such and such, just to give you a heads up that you'll be like flush. A lot of red wines have it more than white wines.
Niacin.
No, niacin is B3. A B
Toenail
vitamin.
clippings.
I've
nitrates,
actually considered
anal nitrates.
On a non-medical advice side note, the popularity of energy drinks and the high doses, a lot of energy drinks have remixed their recipes, and some of them taste very bland now.
Yo.
I've noticed.
Well, you should only drink water. You shouldn't be drinking anything but water and urine. And cum.
I've perhaps observed
feces.
that too much niacin can lead to cardiac issues. So these young kids that are having heart attacks or cardiac events, like doing
it's
sports,
the energy drinks. Yeah, because
they
energy
might
drinks
have overdilated vessels because of the high niacin in their diet or in the energy drinks and shit.
Doctor, I have a statement.
I'm sorry.
I have a statement to make to you. You just brought up a very good point. The whenever there's these heart attack events, they're not questioning things like energy drinks or vaccinations or anything at all. They're not questioning
Energy
anything,
drinks
but they
are a
question the
huge market. Why would
It
they
is.
question? They're going to
Sugar,
get no
cereal,
advertisement if they're questioning.
food,
Mm.
petrol in the food, red 40. There's tons of things that could do it, but they only question the things that they oh, he's an athlete and he doesn't smoke.
Have you
But what
ever
about does he
masturbated with
drink
motor oil?
sugar? Does he pound sugar up his What's that?
So have you ever masturbated with motor oil?
Probably.
Huh. Well, I mean,
It's not
if
great.
you've used
Yeah, I've
petroleum
Vaseline.
jelly
Yeah,
or
no,
Vaseline,
it's not the right vibe. A
not
petroleum
the right
jelly
vibe.
baiting is like if you're like out in the desert and you're going to be doing it for like a day long because you have a long walk, then maybe you could use
Well,
petroleum jelly.
the
But
heat of the desert would help too.
yeah, and the grit on your hand with the petroleum jelly as a right there. Yeah, right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What is
So
niacin? Where could you
we're
find
talking
it?
about Nvidia.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice on the Nvidia stock forecast future? Any of that?
Well,
You
it's going to
seem to be
destroy the
read up
world.
on it.
Buy into it until the end of time. I'm
Not financial advice,
not a
but
financial
I've
advisor.
made a lot of money on AMD stock.
They've been
That's no
down
secret.
sort of recently, haven't they?
AMD is very high currently.
Are they better? Well, I have an AMD right now, personally. I have an AMD.
If I were playing the stocks of it, I would say it's slightly overvalued currently. I love the Ryzen chips, by the way. Yeah, you're doing good with that.
Their prices are half off right now.
I mean, you can't beat it, honestly.
I want an i9.
What I was,
well, the highest quality AMD chip, not an i9, but it used to be $720, and they're currently $360.
well,
I want to upgrade very
Intel,
badly.
I mean, they're competing on multiple fronts. They've got the Intel and they've got the NVIDIA, so they're kind of juggling what they're going after. That's why I'm looking at that stock potential and saying it might not be the best to hold right now.
The Ryzen 9 5950X.
I'm projecting non-financial advice. I see it possibly getting below 50, then buy a bunch because they've got stuff in the pocket, you know. And I mean, they've been making their chips more efficient as they're working the next generation because Intel has the efficiency core. You're familiar with that?
The Intel efficiency core?
Efficiency cores. Essentially, instead of having all these high gigahertz, high clock rate chips, they have a couple of cores that are capable of very high speed and a couple of cores that are just enough, just adequate to run the operating system.
Okay.
Because it's multiple cores, they can bounce and play between them and keep their cafe standard, that's an automobile industry term, but basically keep their energy consumption low and ramp up the turbo or the higher speed cores when needed. So Intel's an interesting one to watch. You're talking about how much power NVIDIA chips are looking to use. So Intel's got kind of a neat concept, neat idea there. So thus, AMD is really studying into and looking at what their next generation efficiency type setup is going to be, as well as the high performance. But they're also then playing against, because of the old ATI, the video aspect of AMD. You're familiar?
Yes.
Yeah, so ATI, NVIDIA used to bounce between who could make a good video card, but now it's AMD, not ATI. So
Well, ATI.
so now
they're
you're looking.
gone, aren't they?
Go ahead.
Isn't ATI gone?
AMD purchased ATI.
Yeah, and they're gone now.
Oh yes, they're basically absorbed into AMD.
Yeah.
So, and Intel is also playing with a discrete graphics chip themselves. You're familiar with Intel graphics? Discrete graphics? It's pretty potent.
They're not. It's not bad. It's good for laptops.
It's you could actually do some 4K with it. 1080, 14:4, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's that?
It's good. It's not bad.
It's for the price. It's not bad. So thus, AMD's AMD used to be, up against the 800-pound gorilla, and Intel could not afford to become a monopoly, because then they'd get busted up, blah, blah, blah. So that was their play in the 90s, early 2000s. But now they've got multiple competitors. They're really trying to play their A game. I think it's a little overvalued, but it definitely has potential to watch. Again, that's not financial advice. What do you say, Nick?
I gotta go to the bathroom.
So do I. Let's piss together.
Can I hold yours and you can hold mine?
I mean, does that work remotely?
Gigabyte
Are we going to
is
do
no
this on
longer
camera?
around. I don't think Gigabyte is. Giga.
Did you piss on your camera?
Gigabyte Global. Wait, are they still around? Get out of here. No, they aren't.
The sewer keyboard? Are the sewer keyboards waterproof?
Not Gigabyte. No, wait, there was. So I got the Auroras. What did Auroras replace?
Are you talking MSI?
It might have been Auroras replaced Gigabyte.
Lenovo?
I don't know. I don't think Gigabyte. Auroras and Gigabyte. Didn't Auroras play Gigabyte?
A-bit.
Aurora's a premium gaming brand stemmed from Gigabyte. I don't think Gigabyte exists anymore.
Really?
I don't think they do.
I've not built up a new system here recently.
I haven't
So
either. This is it's a little bit old. That's why I just wanted a little upgrade for $360.
Yeah. Is there a micro center in New York that you use, or do you order your stuff?
Well, every like 5 to 10 years, I upgrade.
So, what's your forecast for the upgrade?
Well,
2
I'm probably
years
gonna wait
left?
another like 5 years. I'm probably gonna wait because I don't really do too much processing power, or I'm good. I don't.
So
have
you
any...
have the Intel NUC that John C. Dvorak recommended, eh?
No, I need a fucking chunky video card still. I play games.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Yeah. How about those external video cards? Did you ever hear anything good about that shit?
No, that's not good. Oh, maybe EVGA, but maybe that's what I'm thinking about.
I heard it speculated on, but I was like, I mean, you're dealing with the latency of the longer cables or whatever the hell you're going to extend it from the case for cooling or whatever the hell purposes they had, power consumption. I thought it was kind of silly.
Really?
Because even on a high speed, what's up?
No, go on.
Yeah, I was thinking even on a high speed, bus or the PCI Express, all that shit, even a high speed one with multiple channels to and fro, or a serial bus, you got, processing speed and latency you're going to encounter with the cabling and extra connections. That's why they want as much as they can, basically in the chip. All the cores close together, the north and the south bridge, et cetera, on the motherboard close together, and all this old school bullshit. But you got the memory. What the hell? What do they call that? The damn memory. For like, you have to upgrade your chip because you have to upgrade your CPU and motherboard frequently because the DDR spec changes and the memory controller.
The socket
Why
changes.
the hell is that so hard to remember?
The
What's up?
processor's socket changes is the main.
Yeah, but basically the memory controller is inside the CPU, so there's very little latency because it's all in one. I'm not technical on this shit because it's been decades since I've been on top of it, you know?
It hasn't changed too much, but it's changed a lot. It's the same thing, but
it's gradual.
Yeah.
So I was just curious if you had any forecasting on some of this stuff, because I've got a yeoman's knowledge of it, but not really into the
color
grit of it.
The
Hey,
scientists are
what's up,
watching me
Nick?
right now, but the thing is, I did get a really big hot tip recently. Somebody called.
Huh?
I was sleeping. It was at like 3 a.m. I
Yeah.
got a phone call. I pick it up.
Yeah.
I pick it up. There's a raspy
Uh-huh.
voice on the other end. He's like, then he says, Nick the Rat. And I'm like, holy shit, this is not a bot. It sounded like a real person. And I was like, so mysterious caller, what's going on? And they're like, I got a stock tip for you. And I'm like, and then I heard a helicopter flying over the house, and I was like, caller? Sir K. Pablo de Pacas. I will see you next week. Good evening, everybody. Good night, America. Good night, Internet, Canada, Europe, Earth, Milky Way. This plane. Thank you, Wade Thorne. You had a lot of good information tonight. Good night. Dug it up. Good night, Oscar. Servo. Sewer chat. Peace.
Godzilla! It looks like Godzilla, but due to international copyright laws, it's not. Still, we should run like it is Godzilla! Though it isn't.